Yeah, it's connecting.
Okay.
Namaskaram Andi. Let's start today's class. So in the
Yeah.
previous lesson, we practiced the sentences which are ending with chu, chu like that. So now in this lesson, we are going to practice the sentence formation using the verbs ending with ndu, only ndu, I think, ndu sound.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
here I have given one verb for practice. Below this
Okay.
table, there are some other words that you can use for practice. Okay. So in this category, we have this word stay. Stay means undu. Uh, in this class, especially, we are focusing on simple present tense and
Uh-huh.
simple future tense sentences only. In these two tenses, we are focusing on four sentence type. One is positive, negative,
Okay.
positive interrogative, and negative interrogative. So if you learn these two, that's enough.
Uh-huh.
These two are very easy. Just you need to add a sound at the end. That's all for these things. Okay. So let's focus on
Okay.
this. So here,
Mm-hmm.
stay. If I say 1 minute, and I think I am in this. Uh, Actually, we earlier we were discussing simple present tense and simple past. So I'll go to that page only because now I came to some other page. So this is not the one we are discussing. So let me go to the previous one.
Okay.
So still we are okay. This category okay, but we are we have to find the verb do verb. Okay, let's go to the contents page from my book. In the contents page, it's easy to find. So let's look at here. This is my book. In my book, so last time we discussed this lu, chu, lu. This 29 lesson we have to discuss now, this lesson. So
Right.
I'm clicking here. This is verbs ending with do with example sentences in simple present tense or simple future tense. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
undu, that is stay. If I want to say in Telugu, for example, I stay or I will stay. Okay, can you read this one, Andy?
నేను ఉంటాను.
Okay, నేను ఉంటాను. So carefully observe. This is the verb in base form, undu.
Okay.
Also, it can be used in imperative form. Some verbs are there. It sounds same in imperative and base form. So this is the category belong. This is the verb belongs to that category, same form. Okay. So if you want to
Okay.
ask somebody to stay for some more time or few more days, you can say undu like that. Okay, stay undu. Okay.
Okay.
Also in base form also same. It sounds same undu. So undu became Untanu. Untanu.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
very carefully you remember this one. Then the next
Mm-hmm.
one, when we use the different personal pronoun,
Mm-hmm.
unta is same. This u sound we change as we discussed before. Nugu
Okay. As per
untavu.
the
You stay
pronouns.
or
Yeah.
you will stay. Yes.
Okay.
Then here some mistake is there, so I need to correct. So this is typo error. So later I will correct. So this will be
Okay.
untaru. Okay. Ayana
Okay.
untaru. Okay. So next one for the female, it will be. Can you read this one?
ఆమె ఉంటుంది.
Ame untundi or avida untundi. Both are correct.
ఆమె ఉంటుంది.
Yeah.
Okay.
For things we can say adi untundi
Mm.
or idi untundi.
అది ఉంటుంది.
For
Okay.
we,
We,
memu or manamu. Try
మేము
this one.
మనము ఉంటాము. మేము ఉంటాము.
Yes.
మనము
This is
ఉంటాము.
yes. This one.
మీరు
mm,
మీరు ఉంటారు.
This is
వారు
for
ఉంటారు.
you. Yes.
Mm.
This is for
దే.
things. Yeah.
అవి
Things.
అవి ఉంటాయి.
Yes. This is for things. Okay. Now let's go to the next category. That is negative form of the same tense. Okay. That is
Okay.
example sentences. I don't stay or I will not stay. Okay. So
Mhm.
నేను ఉండను. Okay. Carefully
Okay.
observe the conjugation. Undu
Mhm.
became undanu. So what we did here,
Okay.
we
There,
removed this
there we
u sound.
use to a sound, double a, and
uh,
here we have to use only one time a. This undanu, not
yes, yes,
undanu.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, correct, undanu. Okay, so now
Hmm.
very easy, we need to change the suffix from the personal pronoun only for the other subjects. Yes.
Yeah. నువ్వు
Okay,
ఉండవు,
fastly you can read
అతడు
once.
ఉండడు.
Yes,
Yeah, నువ్వు ఉండవు, అతడు ఉండడు, ఆయను ఉండరు.
yes, this one
Okay,
also.
then this ఆమె ఉండది,
Undadu.
ఉండదు. Okay, ఆమె ఉండదు, ఆవిడ ఉండదు, ఇది
Okay,
ఉండదు, అది ఉండదు,
okay,
మేము ఉండము, మనము
okay,
ఉండము, మేము మీరు ఉండరు, వారు ఉండరు,
yes.
అవి ఉండవు.
అవి ఉండవు. Okay, so it's fine. Now the next two categories are very easy. We don't need to discuss much. Just use this one, the same meaning for the questions. If you want to ask like a question, for example, I stay. నేను ఉంటాను. If I want to ask question, do I stay? Like this. Do I stay or will I stay?
Okay.
It will be
నేను
same,
ఉంటానా.
but ending will be ah sound, long vowel sound.
Okay.
నేను ఉంటానా, నువ్వు
నేను
ఉంటావా,
ఉంటాను.
like that.
ఓకే.
Okay,
నేను
so
ఉంటానా, నువ్వు ఉంటావా, అతడు
అతడు
ఉంటాడా, ఆయన
okay,
ఉంటాడా, ఆయన
okay,
ఉంటాడా, ఉంటారా,
ఉంటారా, yes, correct,
ఉంటారా. ఓకే.
because
ఆమె
because ru we use to make it like polite sentence అండి.
ఓకే. ఓకే. సో దెన్ అతడు ఉంటాడా, ఆయన ఉంటారా, ఆమె
Okay,
ఉంటుందా, ఆవిడ ఉంటుందా,
yes,
ఇది ఉంటుందా, అది ఉంటుందా, మేము ఉంటామా, మనము ఉంటామా, వారు ఉంటారా, అవి ఉంటాయా.
yeah, so this one మీరు ఉంటారా. Okay, so now let's see the other one for the negative sentences, negative interrogative sentence. Don't I stay, won't I stay? For those type of sentences, we use the same meaning, but we just change that ending u with a for the questions. Okay,
ఓకే.
don't I stay means, so use the same thing, then write a sound at the end. Okay, read this one అండి. నేను ఉండనా.
నేను ఉండనా. ఓకే. దెన్ ఓకే. ఓకే. నువ్వు ఉండవా, అతడు ఉండడా, ఉండదా, ఆయన ఉండరా,
Yes,
ఆమె ఉండదా, ఆవిడ ఉండదా, ఇది
ఆవిడ ఉండదా.
ఉండదా, ఉండదా, ఇది ఉండదా, అది ఉండదా, మేము ఉండ ఉండమా, మనము ఉండమా, మీరు ఉండారా, వారు ఉండారా, అవి ఉండవా.
Perfect, Andy. Okay, now this is the time for your practice. Okay, now see, this, you have this book with you, so whenever you want to make new sentences, you can use the same type of conjugation if the verb is ending with ndu sound. Okay, there are certain words
ఓకే.
ending with ndu sound. For example, have, kaligi undu. Okay, next one, own,
ఓకే.
is also same, kaligi undu. Favor, anukulanga undu. For all these words, since the ending in the same, ending is same, when you make the sentences, apply this pattern. That's all.
ఓకే.
Avoid, దూరంగా ఉండు. For example, I avoid, నేను దూరంగా ఉంటాను. Okay, so నేను దూరంగా ఉంటాను, like that. మళ్ళీ do I avoid, నేను దూరంగా ఉంటానా, like that. Okay,
ఓకే.
similarly,
ఓకే.
I don't avoid, నేను దూరంగా ఉండను.
ఓకే.
But in the real life situation, some sentences are we say differently, but when you come to the vocabulary part, that time you learn. But here we are focusing only word to word translation. Okay, so we should not compare this one with the real life situations, but here just you are learning the basics. Okay,
ఓకే.
be also means undu, so remain undu. Okay, it remain means adi untundi, like that. Okay, so stay we already
ఓకే.
discussed, survive we already discussed. Okay, then Yeah. So these are the actually in our previous classes, I gave homework
Mhm.
to them, so they made this one. Uh, Here we have some kind of activity. The following verbs. Yeah, actually there are
Okay.
no much verbs here. They already completed. So, but if you find any verbs, okay, let me see what is here. The following verbs follow the same pattern. We conjugate in the same way. The note for the
Okay.
verbs cannot. Okay. So for this pindu, we don't
Mhm.
follow the same style. So there is an exception for the rule. So for this, I mentioned
Okay.
here meanings.
Okay.
Okay. So
Here we use
after
Truthana.
this, actually, I gave the activity as usual, but I did not list anything
Mhm.
because these are the commonly used verbs. So later, if I find something, I will add the verbs here for practice. Okay.
Mhm.
So but if you find any other verbs ending with wundu, you can make the sentence in the same way. And what you can do,
Mhm.
okay, this is the activity. Okay, this is the exception I wrote here. Okay, it's not a mistake. So it is exception. Okay, here the activity you can find here. Make sentences in negative form. So what we made here it is positive sentence. So convert all these sentences into negative form. And after
Mhm.
converting, you will have positive and negative categories also. You can make positive. So positive, it's easy to make because it's already here. Kaligi untanu becomes, can you try in positive sentence, positive interrogative sentence? If you want to ask
Positive.
like question,
Kaligi. Kalig. Kaligi untano. Okay. So
this
kaligi
one will
untana. Nenu kaligi
exactly,
untana.
exactly. Okay. So now let's try one more one. The
Mhm.
negative form, like it's not a question, just a negative
Mhm.
sentence. I don't have. Okay. Nenu
Ne-
kaligi. Can you try
un-
and
Untanu.
undanu danu. So this
Untanu.
structure,
Okay.
this structure. So if you look at
Okay.
here,
Okay.
nenu
Undanu.
kaligi undanu. Okay. Like this,
Okay.
you apply the style for the other verbs. Own,
Okay.
duranga undu for all this. Then make in the positive and interrogative sentences form. So that is for homework and when you have time you can practice. Okay, now
Sure.
let's go to the next category, that is verbs ending with no sound with example sentences in simple present tense and simple future tense. In this series of classes, we are focusing only on simple present tense and simple future tense. In the coming lessons, we repeat these words, these tables, but the tense will be different. Like maybe uh, future tense or continuous tense, like that. We will have new things in the coming lessons. Okay. So now we
Okay.
have a verb which is ending with nu as an example. Okay. Below this table, I
Okay.
have listed the words like lose. All these verbs are ending with nu sound. Appreciate. Okay. So now if you learn the
Okay.
above table, this table, for all these verbs you can easily make sentences in other three types like negative form, positive interrogative form, negative interrogative form. Then after this, I think there are some more verbs which the students did not make earlier. So those verbs also you can use for practice to make normal positive sentence also. So I have given those sentences also. But for now, we'll see the table.
Yeah.
Okay, this table we'll see. Then I will explain. By means konu. Okay, so our focus
Okay.
is ending with to nu. So if the verb is ending with nu, the sentence will be like this when we say I buy or I will buy. Konu became kontanu in the sentence. I
Okay.
will buy. Nenu
Oh,
kontanu. So what we are
oh,
doing here, we are adding that anu sound, anu sound. Okay.
okay.
So for
Mm.
all these verbs, if you look at here, it will be same. Kontanu, పోగొట్టుకుంటాను, పోగొట్టుకుంటాను,
So
పోగొట్టుకుంటావు.
we are adding T also na. Tanu.
Yes, పోగొట్టుకుంటాను.
Okay.
Actually, look at here. Yeah,
Mhm.
nu is changing as tanu, untanu, untanu like.
Okay.
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 Yeah. Okay, it is like mathematics formulas. Okay, so I made
Okay.
in that way. So when you are practicing, you see what are the changes are happening in the table.
Okay.
So the same pattern you need to follow for the other verbs, for the other verbs which are ending with same sound. Okay,
Okay.
so for doing like this, for why I did like this, the separated group wise.
Mhm.
So whenever you find a new verb which is ending with same sound, you don't need to
Mhm.
depend on others. You can just
Alright.
apply the same formula. Okay. For
Uh-huh.
example, you found a verb vinu. Vinu.
Mhm.
Vinu means listen. That verb
Okay.
you can apply the same formula. Nenu Vintanu, like that. So
Ventano,
Contano instead of
ventano.
Vintano. Yeah, it sounds same pattern like that. Okay. So
Okay.
now let's see. Okay, now you read the other sentences.
ఓకే. నేను కొంటాను. నువ్వు కొంటావు. అతడు కొంటాడు. ఆయన కొంటారు. ఆమె కొంటుంది. ఆయన కొంటారు. ఆమె కొంటుంది. ఆవిడ
Avida
కొంటుంది.
Kuntundi.
యాహ్! ఇది కొంటుంది. అది కొంటుంది. మేము
Kuntundi.
కొంటాము. మనము కొంటాము. మీరు కొంటారు. వారు కొంటారు.
Yeah, that's all.
యాహ్!
Yeah, there is one more. Avi
అవి. అవి ఈస్ నాట్
Kontai.
ఓకే. అవి కొంటాయి.
Yeah. If you look at the real life situations, all these sentences we may not use in our real life situations, but this
హుహు.
is for practice only. If you come to know, if you come across any new verb which is ending with the same pattern, so that will help you to make sentence. That's the reason I wrote. So for example,
ఓకే.
avi kontai, why we use this sentence in real life? Okay, maybe avi,
హ్మ్.
when we are talking about companies, companies
హ్మ్.
will buy, samstalu kontai, avi kontai. In
ఆ!
that sense, we may use. Yeah. Okay.
యాహ్!
So now let's make the negative sentences and carefully observe how we are changing the ending part. So konu becomes konanu, to translate
ఓకే.
I don't buy or I will not buy. Okay. Now for
So
the
here
other,
we add anu. Anu.
yes, not long vowel sound, only short vowel
Anu.
sound. Anu.
Anu. Okay. Konanu.
Yes. Yes. So for the other subjects, it's very easy. Simple formula. You need to bring
Mhm.
that ending sound from the subject.
నువ్వు యాహ్! నువ్వు కొనవు. అతడు కొనడు.
Yes. Continue reading.
ఆయన కొనరు. ఆమె కొనాది.
Konadu.
ఆమె కొనదు. ఓకే. ఆమె
Yes.
కొనదు. ఆవిడ కొనదు. ఇది కొన్నదు. అది కొన్నదు.
Yes.
మేము
Sometimes I could hear like
కొన్నాం.
na, but it is not uttuna. It is only na. Na.
ఓకే.
Normal noun. Okay.
మేము కనుము. మనము కనము. మీరు కొన్నారు. వారు కొన్నారు.
Yes.
అండ్
Let's.
దెన్
There is one
ఇది
more.
యాహ్!
Avi konavu.
అవి కొనాలి.
Yes. Okay, let's go to the next one. So these things we don't need to discuss much. I think need to practice also because it is like a repeated one. So, but I will just discuss something. So as I discussed before, if you want to make the positive interrogative sentence, if you
హుహు.
know how to make positive sentences, it's easy. So just
ఆ!
change this one to question. Can you change this one? Only this one.
యాహ్! నో నేను కొంటానా?
Yes. Now this one make question like negative interrogative sentence.
యాహ్! నెగెటివ్ సో నేను ఆహ్, కొనానా?
Yes, konana.
కొననా?
Only the
ఓకే.
ending sound will be ah instead of that oo. Then you can make all these sentences. So నేను కొంటానా, నువ్వు కొంటావా, అతడు కొంటాడా, like that. Then నేను
ఓకే.
కొననా, నువ్వు
నేను
కొనవా,
కొన్నా.
అతడు
నువ్వు
కొనడా,
కొనవా?
ఆయన
అతడు
కొనరా, like
కొనడా?
that. Okay.
ఆయన కొనడు. ఆమె కొనదు.
Yeah.
కొనదు.
No need to read because it's easy. Only if you know
యాహ్!
the formula, you
ఆమె
can read.
కొన్నది.
Yes. Now let's move to the practice area. Okay. So when you are practicing, this is your activity like homework. What you have to do,
హుహు.
make sentences in negative, positive interrogative and negative interrogative forms using the below verbs in as shown in the above table. Okay. So నేను పోగొట్టుకుంటాను is there. Okay. Try only this one in the negative
Okay.
form. Okay, you can see this one, then apply the negative form. Can you try?
This pogutu kontanu.
Yeah, this one.
Pogutu kontanu. So if we will make interrogative, nenu pogutu kuntava konta kontana.
That is the question అండి పోగొట్టుకుంటానా. Okay.
Kontana, yeah.
Okay, so here we will have little variation, but let's discuss. Okay, so here what we did, నేను here if you look at here, konu became konanu. Similarly, పోగొట్టుకొనను, it's okay, sometimes we can say like this, but there is little variation. People say, just note down this change only. Instead of konanu, పోగొట్టుకొనను, we say పోగొట్టుకోను in the spoken language version. Okay, but as per the conjugation we can follow నేను పోగొట్టుకొనను, అతడు పోగొట్టుకొనడు, like that. Okay, for conjugation purpose, but in the spoken language people use like this. కొనను, instead of కొనను, people say కోను.
Okay,
నేను
only
పోగొట్టుకోను. Yeah, నేను పోగొట్టుకోను, like that. Okay, let's see the next one how it comes. నేను కుదుర్చుకొనను, this is also fine. కుదుర్చుకోను also fine. People use like that modified version. The negative form I'm talking about, negative. Okay, నేర్చుకొనను, this like for conjugation purpose we can use, but in real life situation people say నేర్చుకోను. Konanu becomes konu in the spoken language. నేర్చుకోను for the negative, I don't learn. Okay, next this one, revenge. పగ తీర్చుకొనను, this is for the conjugation pattern purpose. But in the spoken language people say తీర్చుకోను, తప్పించు, పగ తీర్చుకోను. So all these things when we will come across when you do practice. Okay, so when you do practice, maybe I will make corrections though. So if you follow the same pattern, maybe I'll make corrections. So after that you will learn how the change happened, like that. Okay, but you practice and make some sentences. Then when you make sentences, I will include here. So we may not, we can delete this one because you will already complete the activity now, so we can remove this one. Okay, now మెచ్చుకోను. So మెచ్చుకోను becomes in the negative form, I don't appreciate. It can be నేను మెచ్చుకొనను, like కొనను. In spoken language version it can be నేను మెచ్చుకోను, like that people say. But the first one we don't say konu like that, nenu kon, because there are only 3 words, we cannot change like that. So this is the correct pattern.
Okay,
now okay, tappinchukonanu. This is as per the conjugation, it's okay to use, but in the spoken version there is a little variation. It will be tappinchukonu. Okay, so actually this recorded session will be there.
Okay,
yeah, this recorded session will be there. So when you are practicing, just listen again, make sentences. Tappinchukonu. If you are not writing down, it's fine. Okay, otherwise you can use the recorded version.
Okay.
Tappinchukonu, I don't escape. Tappinchukonanu as per the previous table, but people change while speaking. There are many variations while speaking, but this pattern we are following now, so this is for learning purpose we can use. Okay, so similarly, కౌగిలించుకొనను or కౌగిలించుకోను, both are correct. వదిలించుకొను or వదిలించుకొనను, both are correct. దోచుకొనను or దోచుకోను, both are correct. Next, ఎంచుకొను becomes ఎంచుకొనను or ఎంచుకోను, both are correct. Receive, అందుకొనను, నేను అందుకొనను or అందుకోను. Face, ఎదుర్కొను.
Receive, అందుకోను.
Face, ఎదుర్కోను or ఎదుర్కొనను, both are correct. వేడుకొనను. I am making these sentences in the negative form, but you can also try later. Why I am reading each word, because there is a difference
Right, right,
between the
right.
above table sample and the real life situation. That's why I'm reading each word.
Okay, okay.
వేడుకొను becomes
Wait,
వేడుకొనను
go,
or
go, no, no.
వేడుకోను. Both are
Going,
correct.
going to, okay.
గుర్తు చేసుకొనను or we may not use like that. It will be గుర్తు చేసుకోను in the negative form. తప్పు
Okay.
ఒప్పుకొనను. తప్పు ఒప్పుకోను is the correct form. ఒప్పుకొనను,
Opukoni,
we don't say like that.
opukoni.
ఒప్పుకోను is the correct form. Okay.
Okay,
చేరుకొను, this is not the correct form. చేరుకొను is the correct form instead of చేరుకొనను, but it's okay. నేను చేరుకొననండి, it's fine. People sometimes say like that. Okay. Next,
okay.
కొను, I think we already discussed. కనుగొనను, it's fine. Or kanugonu, no, we don't say kanugonu. Here we follow same as explained in the previous table. Kanugonanu, konanu, kanugonanu, like that. Nanu ending will be there. Not gonu. This is same pattern. Next we have kalaganu becomes kalagananu, same pattern. Kalagananu, I don't dream. Next, tinu becomes tinanu, nanu, same pattern.
Okay,
Here, I don't hear means vinanu, same pattern. These
okay,
sentences I'm making into negative form now. Male konu becomes male konanu. Okay, male konanu or male konu, both are correct. Okay, so these are the common uses previous students practiced. Okay, now there are some more words. So these sentences for your practice. So above sentences, you need all these verbs you need to make into negative form, positive interrogative questions, and negative interrogative questions. But here
okay.
you need to make 4 type of sentences, even the positive sentence also. You can
Okay,
use these words to practice. So because all these verbs are ending with the same no sound. Okay. So I think we can
okay.
end the session here. In tomorrow's or
Yeah,
in the next session, we will continue with the verbs ending with these things. Here we have
sure,
more
sure.
verbs in this. So all these
Okay,
verbs follow the same pattern. That's why I grouped these verbs together. Okay.
okay,
Thank you for
okay.
joining today's session. We'll meet tomorrow in the next. Okay.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, bye, bye. Good night. Take care.